Hi, it's Mary Clare, Mystics by the Sea, and today is December 9th, and I will have your birthday numerology. Today I pulled the Queen of Swords. She's, I don't want to say she's tough, but she kind of is tough. I guess I should say she's tough because she knows what she wants. She makes up her mind. She's all about truth, clarity, logic. She's the one who makes the plan. She's the one who thinks things through and comes up with the ideas and comes up with the plan. Okay. She is, if you notice, okay, she is above the clouds. Her head is above the clouds, which means she can see very clearly. She sees exactly what's going on. She sees the truth, and she isn't afraid to live it. She isn't afraid to call you out on it and make decisions accordingly. Okay. If this is someone who, I have seen this in relationships. Okay, someone is in a relationship and they're just living their life, and it's tough, it's a struggle, and all of a sudden you come to the point where you're like, I just can't take this anymore. Something has got to change. So you start communicating and voicing and making decisions that you need for your life, that's really what's best, not only for you but for the situation. She's clear, she's authentic in who she is. She's truthful and honest, and she communicates it well. Okay. She's logic. She thinks before she acts. Okay. She has put the emotion. She's already been through it all with the emotions. So she's going to take the emotion and put it over here, and she's going to say, okay, this is what I need to do. Okay. Whether it is just making decisions within a relationship or within any kind of situation, really, that the Queen of Swords appears, whatever situation she's in, she thinks it through, and she's logic, because that's the swords. She's decisive, she's focused, she's direct. There's not much that can knock her off her game plan, okay? Because she has learned not to come from her emotions, and it's necessary. She is necessary not to come from her emotions. Okay, that's what I'm picking up for today. Sometimes in readings, it's actually quite the opposite. It's like, that's who she is. She's just very black or white. It's this way or that way, and there's no in between. Or she has to learn how to bring that emotional component into it. Today, I'm seeing it more as who needs to be like, tough. Stick to your guns, make your decisions, and go through with them. And speak truth. Because you see truth, you see clearly, all of a sudden, big picture. Why didn't I see this before? Doesn't matter. You see it now. You've made up your mind. All right. If it's your birthday, you have the 9 birth number, and you have a 4 personal year, and a 9 birth number is someone who's kind, compassionate, empathetic, generous. 9s are in service to others. They're helpers. They're doers. All right. They're humanitarians. They are here to serve. And that is not a bad thing, okay? Just so you know, that is not a bad thing. I always say, well, actually my husband, you see a need, you meet a need. If you see a need, you meet a need, okay? Doesn't matter whose job it is, doesn't matter. If you see a need, you meet the need. That's the 9. Now, the 9s also have to learn how to find balance in that. The 9s have to learn not to be selfless all the time, and sometimes they really do have to think of themselves. That is where they have to find their balance, because they're doers, and you do it willingly. You do it with goodness and gladness in your heart. But sometimes it's just not deserved. Sometimes you just have to like, well, wait a minute. You know, they're not going to take advantage of me anymore because I'm so kind. You have a good heart. Learn the word no. And also, I'm way over here. And also your personal year for 2026 is a 4. So it's about hard work, building foundation, and stability next year. Okay. Is that something you have to work on? Something you have to work on in your home and in your professional career, because that number encompasses stability everywhere. All right. Have a great day.